Hello. In this video, we will learn about working with rows and columns in Excel.
Sometimes you will need to insert columns and rows into your worksheet. So one way to insert columns is, let's say I want to insert a column over here. I can select that column and do a right click and go to insert. So that will insert a column to the left of that column. Let me undo that. There's another way to insert columns. You can go to Home and then Cells. And from there you can go to Insert and insert sheet columns. There also you can insert a column. You can insert multiple columns also. You can select, if you want to insert 2 columns over here, you can select 2 columns like this and do insert, and you can insert 2 columns. So if you want to add 3 more columns, you can select all 3 and do insert again. So let me undo this. Control Z. But the quickest way to insert a column is using a shortcut key. So if you come here and I want to insert a column over here, the shortcut key is Control, Shift and plus. By any chance, if your keyboard has a number pad on the side with the plus button separately, you can just press Control and plus. You don't have to use the Shift button. If you don't have a separate plus button, you can press Control, Shift and plus. So like this you can insert. You can insert multiple times by pressing on the plus button again. So this works the same way for rows. If you want to insert a row here, I can right click and insert. And if I want multiple rows, I can select 3 and insert. So this same thing works for rows and columns. Also, you can use the shortcut key, Control Shift plus. So now to delete columns, you can select the columns like this. Again, right click, and instead of insert, you press delete. Same way, you can select multiple rows. You can use Control and mouse, and then right click and delete. So the shortcut key to delete a column or a row is Control, Shift and minus sign. Let's say you want to delete this column, you can Control, Shift, minus. And if you want to say delete this row, Control, Shift, minus. So the shortcut keys are the easiest way to delete and add columns and rows. Control Shift plus will add columns and rows. Control Shift minus will delete rows and columns. Sometimes there may be multiple rows and columns which are empty like this. So without manually selecting all these and then deleting, there's an easy way to do this. That is, you can use Go to Special. So what you need to do is first select the entire table like this. Then go to Home. Go to Find and Select option over here. And then go to Special. And from here, there are several options. You can select blank cells. So this will select the blank cells. And say OK. So now automatically all of the blank cells are highlighted. Then you can go to Home, go to Delete, and delete sheet rows. There's also a shortcut to go to Special. That is Control G. After you press Control G, you go here. And from here, you have to press Special. then you're in Go to Special. So Control G will help you to quickly come here. You can also hide rows and columns. To hide a column, you just select it like this, right click, and there is hide. You can select hide. Same way for rows, you can do a right click and hide. So now you'll notice between E and G, the F column is hidden. So that is not shown over here. And here we got 6 and 8, 7 is hidden. So this is how you can identify there's a hidden row and a hidden column. That row number and the column number will not be appearing. You can also hide multiple rows and columns by selecting them like this with the mouse and control button, and then right click and hide. Under home, if you see in the ribbon under format, there will be hide and unhide. So you can access the hide and unhide from here as well. So if you want to unhide this column, what you have to do is select the columns on the both sides like this and click, and then click unhide. Same thing for rows. You select them, right click, unhide. Sometimes you might have a lot of hidden rows and columns. Then you can select the whole grid or the worksheet and then do the hide and unhide. One easy way to select the whole sheet is the shortcut Control A. Then from here you can do a right click and do unhide. And from rows you can do a right click and do unhide. Also, you can select the whole worksheet by clicking on the edge of the grid on this small triangle, and then you can do the unhide. Same way. Unhide and unhide.
Thanks for watching.